Okay, get this. What if there was an AI that could look at any plant on Earth and instantly know what it is, even if it's never ever seen that plant before? I know, it sounds wild, but this isn't just some neat little app for your phone. We're talking about a technology that is completely about to change farming as we know it. All right, before we jump in, if you love seeing how AI is actually changing the world and not just in theory, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button for @BrandingTechAuth down below. You seriously don't want to miss what's coming next in tech. Okay, let's do this. So let's start at the beginning. For as long as people have been farming, there's been one single relentless enemy, the weed. It's this constant battle, day in and day out, for every farmer on the planet. It's a problem that's literally as old as agriculture itself. But now, here we are in the age of AI. And this ancient problem, it's getting a super modern twist. Which brings us to the big question, right? How in the world do you teach a robot to recognize an enemy it's never laid eyes on before? Well, this is where a company called Carbon Robotics comes into the picture. They're based out of Seattle, and their solution, honestly, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. I want you to just imagine this for a second. You've got a whole fleet of these robots, right? They're driving themselves through the fields, and they're armed with high-powered lasers. And they're just zapping weeds with insane pinpoint accuracy, leaving all the good crops totally untouched. And the craziest part? This isn't science fiction. It's happening on farms right now. Okay, so that sounds absolutely perfect, doesn't it? A flawless solution? Well, not quite. Turns out there was a major, major catch. A critical blind spot in this amazing piece of tech. So, think about it. What happened when one of these laser weeders came across a weed it didn't recognize? Well, everything just stopped. The farmer would literally have to collect data on this new weed, upload it, and then just wait for the company to retrain the entire AI model and push out a software update. It was slow, it was clunky, it was a real pain. And how long did all that take? A full 24 hours. Now, if you're not a farmer, that might not sound like a lot, but in agriculture, a single day can be the difference between a successful harvest and a total disaster. This was the robot's Achilles heel, for sure. But here's where the story gets really good. That 24-hour delay, it's gone. It's a thing of the past. And it's all thanks to Carbon Robotics' latest mind-blowing breakthrough, something they call the Large Plant Model, or LPM for short. So what exactly is this LPM? You can think of it like a brand new brain for these robots. Instead of just memorizing a catalog of weed photos, this thing understands the fundamental characteristics of what makes a plant, well, a plant. This lets it identify species it has never, ever seen before. It's a total game changer. You might be wondering, how does an AI get that smart? Well, as with all great AI, the answer is data. A truly, absolutely massive amount of data. And I'm not kidding when I say massive. We're talking over 150 million labeled plant photos and data points. Just try to wrap your head around that number. It's a staggering amount of information that's powering this new AI. And check this out. This data isn't just from some sterile lab environment. No way. It was collected from over 100 real working farms in 15 different countries. This gives the AI a real-world education, a kind of street smarts that makes it incredibly robust and intelligent. Okay, so what does all this high-tech stuff actually mean for the farmers on the ground? Let's put it side by side, the old way versus the new LPM-powered way.
Let's really break this down. The old way, a farmer finds a new weed, and the clock starts. You've got this 24-hour nightmare of data collection, uploads, waiting, just waiting. Now, the LPM way. The farmer sees a new weed, points it out on a tablet, and the robot just gets to work, instantly. The difference is, it's night and day.
This really says it all, doesn't it? No more tedious labeling, no more waiting for the model to retrain, and absolutely no more waiting. I love this quote from the CEO of Carbon Robotics, Paul Mikesell. He said, "The farmer can live in real time and say, hey, this is a new weed, I want you to kill this." And that was something that had never been done before. That right there, that's the revolution. Now, a breakthrough this huge doesn't just happen in a garage. It takes serious cash, and it takes some powerful backers. And that includes one of the biggest names in the entire AI space. To get this technology off the ground, Carbon Robotics has raised over $185 million in venture capital. So let's be clear, this isn't some little startup with a cool idea. This is a massively funded operation on a mission to completely transform a global industry. And you just have to look at who's writing the checks. The list of investors is a who's who of tech, including heavy hitters like Bond, Anthos Capital, and, get this, Ventures, which is the venture capital arm of Nvidia. Yeah, that Nvidia. When the company at the absolute heart of the AI revolution puts their money in, you know you're looking at something special. So here's the most important takeaway from all of this. The crucial point is that this is not some far-off, futuristic concept. This isn't a maybe someday thing. These AI-powered, laser-wielding robots, they are out in the fields, working on farms right now. The agricultural revolution is officially here. So it really makes you think, right? If AI has now mastered the ability to instantly identify any plant, what's next? What other industry do you think is about to be completely turned on its head by this kind of instant recognition tech? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop them in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching.